Thank you, Lord.
And here we are once again, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to another Living Hope Today study. Today, we find ourselves in Numbers chapter 2. And if you just read the chapter, you might say, yeah, okay, this is just good information, but how does it apply to our lives? I just want you to think about the order, the structure, the detailed instructions that God provides Moses and Aaron on how this is going to work. You have to realize there's like over 1 million people out here in the wilderness in this camp. It needs structure, it needs order, it could easily just evolve into chaos. So let's look at it together this morning. Here we go. The Lord said to Moses and Aaron, again, we can be assured in all these chapters as these sections begin, it's told to us that this is God himself issuing these commands. This isn't something Moses or Aaron thought of. This is God telling them what he wants them to do. The Israelites are to camp around the tent of meeting. All right, we're going to see how that plays out here in a minute. Some distance from it, each man under his standard with the banners of his family. So God, you remember, has 12 tribes of Israel. All right, 13 really, if you count Levite. We'll get to that in a minute. But in the end, there has to be order. But in the center of the order is the tabernacle, the tent of meeting. So where do we begin? Well, we begin here on the east. On the east, toward the sunrise, the divisions of the camp of Judah. So the first camp next to the tabernacle on the east side is Judah. They're to encamp around under their standard. The leader of the people of Judah is Nahshon, son of Amminadab. His division numbers 74,600. These are the numbers that correspond exactly to the fighting men called out in chapter 1. So this is the pattern we will see here for the next several verses. The tribe of Issachar will camp next to them. The leader of the people of Issachar is Nethanel, son of Zuar. His division numbers 54,400. Again, it correlates exactly to chapter 1. Next, the tribe of Zebulun will be next. The leader of the people of Zebulun is Eliab, son of Helon. His division numbers 57,400. And then each of these sections, as we go through the directions surrounding the tabernacle, end with a verse like this. All the men assigned to the camp of Judah. So the first one in the camp is the one that represents the whole camp. Remember, Judah was the first one to the east of the tabernacle. All the men assigned to the camp of Judah, according to their divisions, will number 186,400. And, oh, look at this. They will set out first. Now we're introduced to something. You see, God is getting his people ready to travel, and he's delivering instructions to them. These are the ones that are going to set out first. So let's see if we can see this graphically. There's the tabernacle in the middle. The Levite tribes camp around the tent of meeting, the tabernacle, all right? And then now we see that to the east, we have Judah, we have Issachar, we have Zebulun, and they number 186,400. That's the first instruction regarding the structure of the camp. All right, so in Numbers 10, 2:10, on the south, here we go, on the south, will be the divisions of the camp of Reuben. All right, under their standard. The leader of the people of Reuben is Eliezer, son of Shadur. His division numbers 46,500. All right, when I thought about Shadur, somebody came to mind. Somebody's mom must have read the Bible. But anyway, that's another topic. All right, so we keep going on this side, the south side. We've had Reuben. Now we have the tribe of Simeon. They're going to camp next to Reuben. The leader of the people of Simeon is Shalumiel, son of Zurishaddai. I hope I'm saying that right. His division numbers 59,300, again corresponding to chapter 1. Now we see the tribe of Gad. They'll be next. The leader of the people of Gad is Eliasaph, son of Duel. His division numbers 45,650. And here comes that summary verse 16. All the men assigned to the camp of Reuben according to their divisions number 151,450. Remember, these are the fighting men. So we've got women and children on top of this, right? And those men that aren't of fighting age or aren't capable of fighting. They will set out second. Again, we're talking about what happens when God gives the camp the order to march. So there we are, Judah, Issachar, and Zebulun on the east. So here come Reuben and Simeon and Gad on the south side of the tabernacle. All right, they're 151,450. We move forward. The tent of meeting and the camp of the Levites will set out. Oh, okay. Now we're talking about the very center of the camp. All right, this is where the Levites live. Their charge isn't to go fight. They're not in the army. Their charge is to take care of the tent of meeting, to take care of the tabernacle, to move it, all right, and to care for it. Obviously, when you're moving these things through the desert, things are going to break maybe, things are going to get dirty, things are going to shift around. You need to have somebody in charge of restoring it to its original order. Okay, so they'll set out in the middle of the camp. All right, again, God is pointing us to the marching order, the way they're going to leave camp when God moves the cloud or the pillar of fire. They will set out in the same order as they encamp, each in his own place under his standard. The Levites are not named, not in this verse anyway. There's no, this is the tribe of so-and-so. No, the Levites are servants of God surrounding the tabernacle. Then the pattern starts up again. This time we're going to talk about what happens on the west. Okay, on the west will be the divisions of the camp of Ephraim under their standard. The leader of the people of Ephraim is Elishama, son of Ammihud. Okay, his divisions are 40,500. So now we're on the west side. Now we see the tribe of Manasseh will be next to them. The leader of the people of Manasseh is Gamaliel, all right, son of Pedazur, his division 32,2. Then we get to that summary statement again in verse 24. First, the tribe of Benjamin is next. Their leader is going to be Abidan, son of Gideoni. His division is 35,400. All the men assigned to the camp of Ephraim, according to their divisions, number 108,100. They will set out third. Okay, again, structure, order. The tribe of Benjamin will be next. Whoops, I think I put that verse in twice, so sorry. Let's go to this summary graphic. Now you have Ephraim, Manasseh, and Benjamin on the west side of the tabernacle, numbering 108,100. Just think about the size of this camp. You can double these numbers easily if you want to throw in women and children and men that aren't able to fight. All right, you might even triple some of these numbers depending on how many kids are available. It might be just a huge number of people. All right, but the tabernacle, according to God's structure, stays in the middle. Now we go to the north. On the north will be the divisions of the camp of Dan. Okay, so he's going to be right next to the tabernacle structure. Under their standard, the leader of the people of Dan is Ahiezer, son of Ammishaddai. His division number 62,7. You see the pattern keeps coming. The tribe of Asher will camp next to them. The leader of the people of Asher is Pagiel, son of Akron. His division's 41,500. Then that summarization, after we get to the third tribe on this north side, the tribe of Naphtali will be next. The leader of the people of Naphtali is Ahira, son of Enan. His division numbers 53,400. Then here it comes. All the men assigned to the camp of Dan, they number 157,600, but they will set out last under their standards. So just to keep the visual graphic going, you have these 9 tribes set up with Levi around the tabernacle. Then you have Dan, then you have Asher, then you have Naphtali. So God has surrounded his tabernacle. In other words, the place of his presence, he has surrounded it with the tribes of his people, all in order. This northern group has 186,400 in it, same as the eastern group. All right. Well, it's totally instructive to see how this works. Because what's going to happen when they decide to move, you're going to have these first three tribes go, then Reuben, then Simeon, then Gad. They're all going to go. Then the Levites are going to go, and the tabernacle is going to go in the middle of the whole group. Ephraim, Manasseh, Benjamin, Dan, Asher, and last but not least, Naphtali. When God gives marching orders, it's going to go like this to give you a better visual representation. Here's the idea behind how this group of well over 1 million people is going to move when it's time to go. All right? Simple. Here we go. Off to the wilderness we go. It should be a 12-day journey, but by the stubbornness and refusal to obey, the people can turn it into a 40-year journey because of God's judgment for their unbelief. Nonetheless, what do we see here? We see that God wants order. He wants structure, and particularly for the people of Israel, He wants these tribes to continue to be specifically defined. We're not talking about one whole group called Israelites that have mixed all together. No, we have one group called Israelites, but they're divided into the division of the tribes so that every person knows his or her lineage. We'll see how important that becomes when Jesus is born, because to be the Christ, you have to be the son of Abraham. You have to be in the line of King David. Those are the credentials. Well, to make that happen, this lineage has to be exactly understood. It has to go all the way from Abraham to Jesus. People have to know the bloodline so that they can prove that Jesus does have the credentials to be the Christ. So what looks like maybe tedious detail in these Old Testament books really has a point. We're coming to a place where we understand that God's plan is moving forward, all pointing eventually to the Messiah, who has been predicted. As Abraham said, all people of the world, or as God said to Abraham, all people of the world will be blessed through you. God's going to provide His salvation through this group. God bless you, church. Serve Him well.
Who is it who for sinners shed His blood, and now for cleansing all can plunge beneath that flood? It's